What's going on, everyone? DJ Fitness Deal News Reviews, and together with me,
huge supplements. Pump Serum.
Pump Serum, people. Listen, people, I'm going to take you through the label of this thing. This is a loaded, steam-free pre-workout formula. But then I'm actually going to share with you my personal experience using this one over the last month or so. And then, towards the end of the video, I'm going to give you my final verdict, should you give a shit. And all I'm going to ask in return is that you hit that like button. Okay guys, so Huge Supplements, relatively new company. I reviewed already here on the channel their Wrecked pre-workout and actually made my top list for 2021, which I'm going to link below. Yeah, I also ranked and reviewed their fat burner. Actually, they have a fat burner duo. They have a steam-free fat burner, Eliminate, and they have a steam fat burner, Exterminate. I'm gonna link to the list of my top fat burners also below, because for 2021, because they made that list also. Anyway, people, they have a long list of supplements on their line. Really like what the company is doing from a branding perspective, formulas, just good, solid company. Anyway, one of their products is this thing, Pump Serum. Stimulant-free pre-workout. So by the way, you know, when we look at steam-free pre-workouts or pump formulas, I would say there's three categories. There's the full steam-free pre-workout, which usually, in my book at least, it's a full steam experience, or it's a full formula of a pre-workout, just minus the steams. So you'll see beta-alanine, you'll see power ingredients, you'll see pump ingredients, obviously, and you'll see also focus ingredients. You'll never feel like a steam pre-workout from an energy mood elevation perspective because there's no steams, but you'll definitely feel the extra, you know, the tingling and the extra sense of urgency, and obviously the pump and power. So putting that aside, there's also steam-free formulas that are sort of a combination of pump, power, and focus, just without the beta-alanine a lot of the time, which really adds to the effect of feeling stimulated without stimulants. And then there's the pure pump formulas. This one falls into the second category, which is it's a steam pre-workout type formula, just without the steams, but also without beta-alanine. So to a large extent, if you hate beta-alanine and you're looking to cycle off steams, then this type of product would fit the mold. If you're looking also for a full pump experience, this will also fit the mold. The only thing you will need to take into consideration is that if you're mixing this with a steam pre-workout, then there's some ingredients here that are theoretically going to overlap with what you're taking in the steam pre-workout. Okay, people, enough. Let's get into this one, Pump Serum. So 25 servings in this thing. Each scoop is 15.7 grams. That's a loaded formula, right? And then you have choline as 980 grams. Yes, 980, not 1 gram. They just ran out of the grams and they had to stay with 980. There's probably a reason behind 980, but seriously, I don't get it. But anyway, Glycer Pump at 3 grams. So Glycer Pump, as far as a pump formula, is what gets you swole. It takes water, puts them in your muscles, and you get that's feeling of swollenness, people. So anyway, 3 grams, that's a good amount, and Glycer Pump is a trademarked ingredient, a version of glycerol, which clumps way less. Glycerol has a tendency to clump. Beta-9 hydrous at 2.5 grams. So that's an all-around player, sort of an all-around player. It does help with pumps, help with muscle power output. It helps with muscle protein synthesis. And 2.5 grams is a good amount. Agmatine sulfate at 1.5 grams. So that's a great ingredient. I really like it in the combination with other pump ingredients, like sometimes, a lot of times, citrulline and glycerol and stuff like that. Good ingredient, 1.5 grams is a good amount. Beetroot extract at 1 gram. That's also going to help you with vascularity and ono production. L-tyrosine at 1 gram, so that's a second focus ingredient here. So you have the choline and you have the tyrosine. 1 gram is a good amount. Listen, I'll just tell you, taking choline and tyrosine by themselves without stimulants, it's very hard to feel. That's why it's really hard for me to feel these extra focus ingredients. You do feel them, but it's not, you know, sometimes it's about managing expectations. If you expect to feel these as like, oh shit, I was laser focused, you're not. Just by definition, unless they put something on the label that's not on label. Pomegranate extract at 1 gram, again a good amount, and that's going to help again with the NO production and vascularity. Pink Himalayan salt, really like it in this context. It helps with hydration, it helps with again putting more water into your muscles and that feeling of swollenness, really good addition. And then you have Vasodrive AP, that's a trademark ingredient, actually a patented ingredient, with 254 milligrams, which is exactly the clinical dose by the manufacturer. I have a very good experience with this ingredient as far as pumps. Really, that is a pump monster. Again, you can always kill it because you can put other ingredients that counter it, but I'm just telling you, most of the cases I have a great experience with this ingredient. And then they have Uperzine, which is again supposed to round up the focus formula. So really, loaded formula. An interesting formula, also a bit different. But listen, people, I don't know if I've told you before. If you're new here to the channel, maybe this is the first time you're hearing this. So listen, this is a secret. Keep it between us. Labels are just fucking labels. Yeah, you never know. Guys, this is a pre-workout or a pump formula. You're supposed to feel it. So fuck your label. Experience what matters. This is a pre-workout. You either feel it or you don't. So let's get into the actual experience. Let's start with the flavor. The one I have is strawberry and watermelon. I don't remember if this is the only flavor. This flavor is okay, it's drinkable, but listen, fuck flavors for pre-workouts. You drink it for 1 second, 1 sip, and you train for 2 hours. So that's the ratio, and that's how much flavor is important. It's not. On a scale of 1 to 10, I don't give a fuck about your scale. Anyway, it's drinkable. Let's move on. It's not perfect, it's okay. Let's move on. Anyway, as far as the experience, so what did I expect here, right? I really wanted to, my first priority here was pumps, right? Will this get me pumped? Will I get better muscle, mind-muscle connection because I'm feeling the muscles work? Will I get swole? What type of pump? So listen, guys, this shit delivers. Yeah, people, delivers on the pump promise. Actually, I took this half an hour before, so even before I took my pre-workout. I usually take my pre-workout like 15 minutes before. I did try this with a pre-workout and without a pre-workout, so 30 minutes before, and man, you get swole. This is more than anything else like this feeling of swollenness. It's not how to tell you, like you just feel bigger, if that makes sense. And there's good contractions, good mind-muscle connection. Definitely felt the difference working with this and working without this when adding this to a steam pre-workout that doesn't have a very solid pump formula. Actually, it doesn't have any fucking pump formula. Think about something like Excelsior, right? Or other steam pre-workouts that don't have a solid pump formula. This definitely, you feel the pumps, you feel the swollenness, you feel the mind-muscle connection. You didn't get a lot of vascularity, but I definitely felt pumps, which is just a great feeling. It's a good experience. I mean, beyond the promise of more nutrients to your muscle and all that stuff, just a good feeling, to be honest, right? Between us girls, it's just a better feeling, right? So as far as the focus thing, honestly, it's very, like I said, I didn't feel anything extra. I did add this once. I worked once with this just as a full steam-free formula, and I added beta-alanine. I felt good. The beta-alanine plus the pumps, it's just a good, I was in a good place. It's not a steam pre-workout, but I was in a good place. As a pump formula, this is a fucking solid pump formula. You are not gonna be disappointed. Really, solid pump formula. By the way, I did mix this with Rect. Their steam ingredients, steam chunky pre-workout, sorry. Really great, and by the way, the combination is just awesome. This shit just works together very well. So I would say this, listen guys, if you're in the market for a pump formula or a steam-free experience without the beta-alanine, this is a very solid choice. You're not going to be disappointed. They've done huge supplement, delivered on the promise here. Really solid product, like the pumps. It did pump. Listen, people, as far as where you can find it, I think you can only find it on the Huge Supplements website, so I'm going to link below to the page on Fitness Deal News, our site, where you can find the latest deals from all over the web. We don't sell anything. We just hunt coupons and deals and prices and shit like that so you can save money. Listen, if this review was helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to see more reviews like this, because this is what we do here. We give you our honest, unbiased fucking opinion.